So we're standing here in the middle of a bean plot, and yeah, you heard me right, I said standing. These are incredible. This is the first time we've had beans on this farm, and well, since I've owned it. And the reason we put these in here this year specifically is last year I had my kids out here hunting late season, and it seemed like we had a lot of deer kind of on the farm in general or around it, but they just weren't concentrated. And there's not a lot of standing crops that don't get harvested in this area. So the goal here really is just a late season food plot, and man, this thing delivered. We're in a river bottom, so you know, you're always kind of on the edge of, are you going to get flooded out or not? This year's been kind of unseasonably dry, but you have those dry years. Thankfully these beans got in here and got rain when we needed it, and as you can see, they're doing phenomenal. This has been an existing food plot. I've always had it in rotation, you know, turnips and a kind of a green fall mix. So that helped with weed pressure. You know, we've always maintained weeds really good, and that certainly helped get the beans to get a jump start. So I can't believe how well they're doing. I think these are Eagle Seed Company soybeans, and we got them planted kind of late. I think it was almost June before we got them planted. So looks great. There's a lot of pods on here, and obviously plenty of height. It's going to be challenging to see the deer coming through them this year. We're out on another property this week that we're checking out, getting ready to put on the market. It's a pretty cool little piece. It's 60 acres, but you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's really isolated. This particular place doesn't have road frontage. It has an easement that it's roughly half a mile off the main road, so you really kind of get like just the center of this huge section, 60 acres right in the middle. And as you can see, there's a beautiful pond over my shoulder here. Usually I don't carry a pole around with me when we're going to be checking out a property, but in this case we knew there was a pond, and the family's just really been using this as an income property. Most of it's in CRP, I think 50 of the 60 acres. And so in a case like that where, you know, you've been told that the property's stocked, or the pond is stocked rather, we like to bring a pole along just to check it out and see if we can get a bite. Unfortunately, my fisherman skills were not up to par today, so it's pretty warm. It's in the middle of the day, but you can see a bunch of action. There's fish hitting top water and kind of busting off the edges as we're walking around, so there's definitely fish in there. Market has been really strong, but very short on properties. I think typically, you know, kind of an average year, you would see your buyer and seller numbers kind of float, you know, roughly on par with about 50-50, if you want to call it that. What we saw in the past 12 to 18 months is that the number of buyers outpaced the number of properties coming onto the market, to the point where all of the properties that were on the market and in inventory have been bought up, and now it's just, you know, as soon as one comes to market, there's 20-30 people minimum, you know, ready to go and make an offer on it. So in short, it's been a really lopsided market right now for sellers, and you know, if you're looking to put a property in the market, there's not much of a better time to do it than right now. We're here at the tail end of summer, and fall will be here before we know it, so a lot of people out there still looking, and really strong demand. So that being said, I think we're going to wrap up here. We've got the property, got pictures done and got some video taken, so we've got what we need. We're going to go meet with the owners and get the documents signed, and hopefully in the next day or two we'll probably have this one sold too. So